And we should be just about live. Not quite sure if you guys can see this. Yeah. Well, Mark, squirrels not being allowed to vote is a little bit contentious because, well, you're not a squirrel, so I don't think you can say that. Hey Steve, can you guys let me know if you can hear me, because I am using a new audio setup, so I have no idea what's going on here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear me. I'm going to have to mess with the audio settings probably, but how is everyone today? Sounds 5 by 5. I'm not sure what that means, but I think that means good. Excellent. So, hi, how's everyone today? I don't really have a plan here. We're just going to be waffling about the shop a little bit. How's it going, Dean, Tatan, and Steve? Oh, ham code for good sound. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, yeah, I'm not quite sure what kind of nonsense we're going to get up to, but got a few options. We can mess around with some stuff. I'm also completely wireless, by the way, because this is a new setup sent in by one of my patrons. I'm not sure if the patron wants to be named, so yeah. I'm fine, Steve. The missus is covered in poison ivy, so she will be fine, but at the moment she's extremely itchy. Let's free some angry pixies. Yeah, we might free some angry pixies. So one of the things we could do is we can dig into this into the kit box and see what we can get up to. We can do some, I think I've got some practice solder boards in there. We can play with some modules, because I've got this input box or output box. Input box. I don't know. This is for testing modules and stuff, so we can play with some of those things, no problem. Is she mad at you for pushing her into the poison ivy? No, you know, I couldn't keep her out of the poison ivy. She loves doing gardening work, and we've got a little section that has poison ivy. How's the printer build? Dean, I would love to tell you, but that is a Patreon only secret, so I'm going to be posting an update to it shortly. The geometry is a little bit messed up, but the main system has been figured out. The math has been figured out, so I just need to like change a little bit of the geometry, and we should be good to go. Yeah, she's definitely gonna be, well, she's still streaming, so she just can't sit for long periods of time. Not that that's any different than usual. We got this thing we can take a look at. This was kindly sent in by a viewer. We can take apart some of these, start-stop switches. We can go digging in the Arduino box and see what happens in there. What else? This is very new to me. I'm not tethered, so I have a cable for the mic, but it goes to this mic pack, so I can walk around my shop now. Hey, how's it going? Another maker is with us, and if we're lucky, we might even get that handsome fellow from Develop with Dan. Gerbers for the PCD drive board. A lot easier than dip switches I use in my demos. Yeah, I think this thing here, I think if you go to the video, the files are up there, and they're updated so that the pads are swapped. So just to explain a little bit, these boards here, that's this board, actually there's two of these. These pads are wrong. On this one I had to crisscross the pads, but the pads are correct in the updated version that is up. It's either uploaded on PCBWay itself, or there's a link to a GitHub. I'm not sure. But yeah, go ahead and get those. And if you order them through my link, I think PCBWay gives me a small commission. I have no idea. I don't really know how much commission it could be because I think the boards are like really cheap. How's it going, Mako? Oh, there we go. There's Develop with Dan. Dad's RC Workbench. Man, you guys are all out here. Dad's RC Workbench. I meant to send you a whole bunch of boards, but time got in the way. I'm still working on that package. I still owe another maker a package from like months ago. So yeah, maybe a year ago, a long time ago. Who's unlucky? Something like a rat rig. The printer I'm building has no details, not many details shared on the channel. It is it's a Core XY mechanism. I aimed to get it 500 by 300 by 300, but I ordered the pieces a little bit too small, so it's going to be a little bit smaller than that. Then I was going to order, because I made the geometry so that I can just extend it by adding longer extrusions. I was going to order longer extrusions, but then I got my hours cut at the college, so now I'm like, you know, underemployed for the next foreseeable future. So yeah, the 3D printer is meant to be, you know, a massive printer that I paid less money for, but it turns out I paid a lot of money. I got some of the parts here. I'm not sure if I showed a lot of these parts on the mailbags. I think they came through the mailbags. But you got this here. This is a mosquito hot end, well, a fake mosquito hot end at least. So this is actually, this is copper. It's not aluminum, so it's heavy. It's really heavy, and it's in this, you know, I'm going to cover up this shiny part before I dox myself. And it's in this BMG 2.0. You know it's the 2.0 because it has a little notch on the very top here. So BMG 2.0, driven with a little pancake stepper to try to drop the weight on this thing. So that's that. I could show you guys this part list too. Got a new tool, a resin printer, very fancy. 470 by 470. Yeah, I wish. 470 by 470. Yes, it's direct drive. Yep. So the extruder sits right on top of the hot end, so it is direct drive. In fact, I had to buy an adapter. So this guy here didn't come with the the hot end, and that's the adapter that makes this a direct drive. So basically it goes in like that, and then this guy goes in like that, and then this guy will go in like that. And once this is on and squeezed in there, it's going to be nice and solid. I love the idea of these mosquito hot ends. Just the Slice Engineering one is like $200 Canadian. It's just too much, so I had to get a fake one. Yeah, but you know what? I have printed in TPU. Yeah, so I have a roll of TPU which I printed on my really crappy printer, and I didn't clean off the layer lines and stuff, or the stringies purposely, but yeah, this is definitely TPU, and it prints just fine. This stuff is tough, very tough. Yeah, built, it's not that bad. You can definitely, I know online everywhere it says, you know, you need a direct drive or whatever, but Bowden is just fine. My cheap ass machine, I think I did this without layer cooling, without part cooling, but yeah. I don't know if I printed slow. I just know I used the stock Cura settings for TPU, and it worked. So the point of you know, printing the Benchy was so I could figure out you know, if I had to adjust settings, but it turned out perfectly. So I've got some winter projects coming in. Maybe I'll have some fall projects that'll need TPU, but mostly it's the winter projects that'll need TPU, so that'll be that. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's 97A or something. It's pretty strong. Like I've got I've got strong mechanics hands, so I can manipulate this quite well. But it's not as flexible as it looks, for sure. So I got that. What else? This is awesome. I can talk to you guys and I'm across the room. Can you guys let me know if the audio drops out? I really don't know the range of this. I shouldn't be testing this live, but here I am testing this live. What else? These two. So I got these guys here. These guys will be the control board for the big 3D printer. Hey, how's it going? Eric is here from the Make Me Lab. Oh, and if you're wondering what TPU it was, I have not bought expensive stuff yet, so this is what I've been using. Overture, TPU. Should be a shore hardness somewhere, but I don't see it. But yeah, seems just fine. Holy crap, B-dubs. You're 60. Well, happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday, or else I would have said something. Yeah, so this guy here is the control board. This is a SKR. Oh, I've ordered it so long ago. SKR 1.4 turbo. I know there's a new one, but yeah, this is the 1.4 turbo. That will be dealing with the big 3D printer. Oh, sorry for the crinkliness. I'm watching my mixer. I have an audio mixer I bought for the podcast making. And I'm just seeing the levels go nuts, so sorry about the crinklies. I print Tallman nylon on my stock. Nylon. See, nylon was the goal for this. This is an all metal hot end. So the goal is to do, basically I want to be able to print anything. So that's why I got an all metal hot end. But I'm looking at some of the other knockoffs they have, and honestly they've gotten so good in quality that it's freaky. Here also, this is going to be the LCD module. So this has Wi-Fi built in. I'm hoping to eliminate the need for Octoprint because I only have one spare Pi and I'll be using that for my current 3D printer. So yeah. Oh, I'm not worried if someone puts a thumb down. I really don't care. You guys can thumbs down all you want. I've been I don't know, I'm hesitant to say like depressed, but I've been sort of like lack of motivation and a little bit like under the weather or whatever for the last couple of weeks. So people who've been commenting like rude stuff has been getting like a rude answer from me and then deleted from my channel. So there's all sorts of people swinging by and disliking videos and stuff. Honestly, I don't care. When I'm not feeling motivated to make videos, I really don't want to deal with those kinds of people. Ronald, yes, John Park. Actually, I have to say, it's hard for me to say nice things about one guest or another on the podcast because every single one of them has been way more interesting than they thought they were going to be. So they're all really good. Which filament dehumidifier did you buy? Did you get the like the Sunloo box, like the heated box? I have one of those too. I bought all these things before I knew my hours were being cut at the college. Well, to be fair, they told me my hours were being cut a good 48 hours before they got cut. Yeah, RC Airplane podcast. So yeah, I was actually going to buy the Ishin Cessna. There's a Cessna that's like 100 grams or something, and it's $150 or something like that. But I mean, I really don't know what the financials are going to look like, so I'm not splurging. I already splurged on something I really shouldn't have splurged, but it was before I knew my hours were getting cut. So now I mean, it's already on the way from AliExpress. You guys will see it in a mailbag coming up. But yeah, so right now I think I'm putting like all the purchasing on hold. I'm gonna try to make do with what I have here, and mind you, I've got a lot of stuff here to play with, so yeah. Build a plane with foam board. Yeah, you should build a plane with foam board. And in fact, I've got this thought that I'm going to try to build a plane with foam board and 3D printing and try to make it come out pretty much as light as possible. So it's not going to look like a scale plane. It's just going to be like folded wings out of foam board, a 3D printed fuselage, and the fuselage is just going to be like a section of pipe to hold like a dowel or maybe, I don't know, some sort of chamber going back to the tail. Tail section probably 3D printed, battery, motor, that's it. Time for you guys. Well, my patrons already sponsor the mailbag, but I have to take a look to see. Cheap, you don't feel bad. Yeah, I need to take a look and see what the financials are going to look like. I have lost a few patrons because, well, I haven't been posting videos, so I completely understand it. And I also, like, I have this policy, if, you know, when I stop posting videos for a small amount of time, I tell people they can get refunds. Like, you know, if you're not getting what you paid for, I don't want you to be unhappy. Just navigating the maze here. Here, this is a little foam board plane I had for a while, but the thing is, it weighs quite a bit. It's probably 240 grams, all up weight, and so it flies too fast for me. I'm still very much a beginner, so I thought that Cessna would be really nice because it's really light. But what I can do is I can actually just strip the wings out of this. You know, I can like literally just pull the wings out like this, and I can make a lighter fuselage for the wings, and then I'll be good to go. But you know, that's all things I need to work on. Yeah, flight test. Yeah, this is a flight test plane right here. So this is the FT Mighty Mini Scout, and this was a speed build kit, and I think it was like $14 at my hobby shop. So I had the motors and stuff around from quadcopter days. So, I mean, if you're just jumping into it, the speed build kits are a good idea, because then you take the negatives. So you punch these out, right? They're laser cut. You punch these out, and then you keep the negatives, and you use the negatives to trace on a new piece of foam board for replacement parts. So it's great. But yeah, the mini series, so this is short. This looks big on camera, but it's not. It's probably about 60 centimeters, about 23 inches. It's not very wide. Thanks for stopping by, Another Maker. So yeah, got a lot of work to do. A lot of different things to do. It's just, you know, lacking the motivation these days. It just is what it is. Can't believe Another Maker is not a mod. I'm gonna mod him. Add moderator. There we go. He's now a mod. Where's Junk from Work? I don't know if he's still here. If he's still here, he's gonna get moderator status also. Great. So what are we doing? I haven't really thought of it. Oh, I've been 3D printing stuff. I've been, oh, am I gonna get doxed by reflection here? Let's hope not. So yeah, I've been 3D printing stuff. I think Eric's in the chat, so Eric's gonna know what this is. But the rest of you, not having, oh yeah, this one's broken. Not having high hopes of you guys knowing what this is. But this should be the giveaway as to what this is. This guy. I have not cleaned up these parts or anything. These are right off the printer. I did see his new printer. Yeah, so let me just, I don't know if he'll like me saying this, but just to show you how nice of a guy Junk from Work is, he texts me. He has my number, so he texts me and he says, hey, I'm looking for a 3D printer. What kind of 3D printer should I get? So I recommended him the Ender 3. And then he says, great, can you send me an affiliate link? So the guy mostly wanted, you know, he wanted me to send him an affiliate link so that he can buy it. So basically, the man's awesome. I appreciate him. Steve is correct. It is some type of, well, close to correct. It's not a planetary gear set. It's very close though. It is a differential. Differential is what provides the left to right steering difference or wheel speed difference when taking a turn in a car. But this one's a special one. This one is what we call a Torsion differential. So basically it senses a Torsion, so it senses the torque, and it's basically doesn't have the same setup as regular differentials. It uses these spiral gears, and these spiral gears are kind of intermeshed, and then they mesh onto the output shafts, which are these. So something like this angle, yeah, like this. So yeah, I'd have to put it together for you guys to see, but the parts aren't cleaned up yet. So yeah, I'm slowly building printing all the parts I need for this. I'm gonna spend you know, about 40 minutes to an hour cleaning them up and then putting it together. Have to reprint this guy because I printed with very few walls. Yeah, it is a automotive differential model, but of a Torsion. Yeah, it's like a posi slip, but a posi track is the GM sort of nomenclature for their limited slip, but this is more like the limited slip you would see in a F1 car. It's Torsen, Torsen. So if you want to take a look at that online, it's super cool. I was gonna, you know, polish all this up, take all the excess stuff off, put a little motor inside, and then make a video on it, because, you know, I would love a working desktop model. I did do a little bit of research into this model, which is available in Thingiverse, and apparently it does not work. Like, it works like a differential, but it doesn't have limited slip. So I planned on starting with this and then redesigning it to have working limited slip. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. It is a nice teaching aid, but the thing about teaching aids is that the college literally just has a Torsion diff. So I mean, I could just go grab one of the Torsion diffs off the shelf and show the students. So it is what it is. Also printed this guy here. This is a planetary gear set. The gears don't run very smooth though, but this is a planetary gear set. So I think it's a 4-to-1 reduction. Every turn of the stepper motor, the planetary spins 1/4. Yeah, 4-to-1. So this thing's pretty neat. But my printing tolerances were out. I fixed it now. Like, my printer's working well now, but this is what it looks like on the inside. See if I can spin it for you. See, it jams. There we go. Yeah, it's very hard to turn. It binds. I need to reprint this now that I tuned the printer up a little bit. So yeah, that's that. So what do you say, folks? Shall we make a kit and see if I can burn my fingertips on camera? Oh, we have this multimeter kit. I forgot about that. What else? I have a kit, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is an amplifier with vacuum tubes. Too bad Usagi's not here. Yes, the all this stuff is on Thingiverse. The only stuff that isn't there is the stuff that I built because I never like refine my stuff. Yeah, so this is, if you look for planetary stepper motor or NEMA 17 planetary, you'll find this one. And if you look for Torsen, Torsen, you'll find the other one. Smoke a kit. Yeah, could do that. I don't want to work on the clock because the clock should have its own stream. I'm trying to figure out kind of when. Got an amplifier kit, got a power supply kit. I got a SMD soldering kit, could do that too. Maybe we'll do the multimeter. It's not Torsen. Oh, I see who it is. It's Verowack, everyone. That's the wife. So if you wanted to say something about her poison ivy, now's the time. There she is. Yeah, but why would I want to stream on Thursdays when that's my only day with you available? You know what I mean? Torsen, yeah, Torsen. So that's my wife, everybody. Twitch.tv/Verowack, or do you have a custom link for your YouTube? Is it youtube.com/Verowack? What vehicle did the school get the Torsion diff from? I haven't worked as a mechanic in many years, but they only came as aftermarket parts back in the day. So I don't know what vehicle it's from. I can tell you there are a subset of 4-liter Ford Rangers that had them. You can specifically order a Ford Ranger with the Torsen rear diff if it was the 4-liter. Yeah, nice to her when she's here. She can see the VOD, you know. So I'm not afraid of anything. Whatever I said is out there. They thought that I threw you in the patch of poison ivy. That's what the viewers came and said. So that wasn't me. Where are you at, Mako? Are you in Europe? You must be in Europe, right? You're not in Upside Down Land, are you? I think you're Germany, Mako? Something like that. This kit is from, I have to check my emails. It is from IC Station, I believe, or Circuit Pop. I don't remember. I should actually check it. Netherlands. Oh. It's one of them, our neighbor. Lol. Netherlands. Yeah. I mean, are you anywhere near Dustin Watts? I think the worst part is over. Try some allergy medicine. Full spectrum CBD, huh? That is legal in Canada, I have to say. Let's check my emails here. So yeah, this multimeter kit, it was quite the ordeal. It took like months. Took months to arrive. Starred. Not really. Well, I mean, how big is the Netherlands anyway? Like, Canada is huge. The Netherlands, in comparison, not so much. This guy, business cooperation. Oh, Circuit Pop. It was from Circuit Pop. So yeah, this here is from Circuit Pop, this multimeter kit. And if we finish building it today, we will put it to the test in the Kaiweets multimeter gauntlet. So that should be pretty neat. All right. About the size of Ontario County. Where's Ontario County? I don't actually know where Ontario County is. So, I've got a nice shell here, an LCD. This is kind of like, you know, I have a multimeter very similar to this that another maker sent. Will I be able to find it now, though? That is a good question. but it's red, and it's from basically the Harbor Freight ones. And I think I like this one better because that means I can, you know, QA the solder joints on it. Metro Toronto, yeah, the GTA is pretty big. This is crazy. Look at metal detector and voice meter through-hole soldering kits off AliExpress. Yeah, through-hole soldering kits is the way to go. Unfortunately, when you do a few, then you run out. There's really not that many different kits that are reasonably priced. I'm going to turn this on. Drop this down. My workbench is a complete mess, by the way. So if I can't reach anything, it's not my fault. Well, I guess it is my fault for having it a mess in the first place. That was the wrong unplug. There we go. Okay. Toronto area is, yeah. Oh, and Ontario County. Ah. Huron Country, yeah. You know what? Like Ottawa is like, I don't know, probably like 100 kilometers wide or more. But we only have 1 million people here. And you have places like, you have places in Europe where the population density is like 10 times that or something. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know where the little Harbor Freight meter went. It's probably under my laptop, to be honest. All right, so let's see. First and foremost, what I find neat about this circuit pop kit is that the professionalism is high. Look at this. So you got a little cardboard here. Focus. There we go. A little cardboard here with all your resistors and diodes and components. It's all in the cardboard instead of just haphazardly thrown in the bag. So you got a couple of things haphazard, but not a lot. That's pretty neat. 1 million except Saturday night after last call in Hull and everyone crosses the river. Wow. I think Quebec has more of a nightlife than we do, though. Running joke at work. Measure everything in Denmark's and Holland's. Yeah. Here is a diagram. It is in a language I do not understand. Very likely Mandarin. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no, I hope the board is labeled. So this is labeled, this is a good sign, but is the board? Oh, it says the resistor numbers, not the resistor values, okay. What? You guys see that? It says R27 274 KD. Does D mean resistance? K domes? Oh, I'm not, I don't know about this. Oh, instructions are cheating. Really? Quebec is alcohol less late. Don't they have alcohol at all the corner stores, though? So you got zebra strips. Oh, oh, I'm blocking my light. Oh, I flipped my light. Got a new lighting setup. Here, you can see it right there. See the reflection? That's the new lights. I don't have auto exposure, unfortunately. So we got a zebra strip up here. going to be attached to, oh, here. Oh, there we go. It's in here. Contact strip is in here. Not far from Simple Electronics, but you're, well, yeah, not far in a Canadian scale of things. I think you're about a 5.5 hour drive from Ottawa. Quite a distance. That's a zebra contact strip. Huh, I don't have any light up top here. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I want to attempt this trying to read the instructions on the side here. Well, some of these say D, so R89D. That one says R1.9220KJ. Yeah. Listen, guys, I'm not feeling up to this one. Let's do something easier. Came with leads, though. Didn't come with a PP3 battery, though. Little hooky. I think it even has a current shunt. Yeah, it has a current shunt right there. Made a lot of help promote drunk driving. Oh yeah, because Quebecers wanted more booze. But in Ontario, as far as I know, like the only place to get alcohol after like 8 p.m. is a bar. I don't think you can, because even we have grocery stores here now that sell alcohol, but I think it's after 8 they stop selling it. I don't know why. I guess it's to stop people drunk driving, I guess. People get their alcohol first and stay in place while they drink. I don't know. So this build will be coming, but I think I need to put some sort of twist on it so that people actually watch. I've been noticing my viewership is pretty low lately. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll tell you what, let's take this thing out for a spin. And I want to try to check out the LM, what is it, 338 or something like that? The motor speed controllers. Let's see. This is from another maker. It says for an LED on it. Where's that board? This one here. The LM298M N. Make a custom case for the multimeter. Yeah, I mean, I am getting pretty good at Fusion, but it's, I mean, you can only edit so many projects now. You can only have so many projects on the go. Okay, 5-volt ground, and this must be our in voltage. Okay. Yeah, cortisone cream for poison ivy. Yeah, but you need a. I think you need a. Yeah, it's a motor driver. I think you need a cortisone. You need a prescription for the cortisone cream here in Canada. I think the maximum you can get is 1% or 0.1% without a prescription. I have a box with motors in it. And I'm not sure where that... Oh, there it is. All right. Let's just pick decent motor. Oh, this one's got a button on it. Oh God, this box smells like Chinese electronics. There we go. Okay. Use the good old, I got some snips somewhere. Here we go. Cut off this little connector. Whoops. There we go. Oak here. Does anybody on this channel know what Pokemon are? I know you guys skew a little bit older. I said a little bit older. I'm being respectful. If I look at my analytics though, you guys are definitely part of the older demographics. Weak cortisone and calamine lotion. Not a miracle worker. Indeed helps lower the scar time it lasts. Yeah, my wife is actually quite the entertainer. If you guys go to her channel, you can see some gameplay stuff. If you're like type of person that lets video play for some background noise during your work at home stuff, that's ideal for that for sure. Twin nephews, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Mark knows what Pokemon are. Let's see. I'm now looking for a screwdriver. The last time I used this screwdriver was to adjust Vero's lighting, and I don't know where I put it after. So I mean, it could be argued that it's her fault, or it could be argued that it's my fault. Who knows? Let's see if we can just use this massive one. It's like huge. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, my wife is Veroac. She is, well, we're common law, I guess. Poison ivy in Ontario will be getting bright red. Yeah, it'll be changing colors soon. It's still hot, like it was 22 degrees today. And we are like mid-September. So that's pretty hot for here. Okay, and then... Yes, that was Pokemon Go. That is just a recent iteration of Pokemon. When I was a boy, Pokemon was played on a monochrome LCD, or a dot matrix display, I should say, on a giant gray handheld device. I think Pokemon Go was nuts everywhere when it started. Let's see here. Do I have my old game in reach? I do not. I thought it was back here, but I guess it's not back here. I have one cartridge within reach, just not a Pokemon one. I don't know where my Pokemon game cartridge is. But this was my first Game Boy game, I guess in the 90s. Super Mario Land. I couldn't believe that my parents could afford to get us a Game Boy, which was pretty neat. Alright, so, piece of crap. This one's stuck? Nope, that one's not stuck either. All right, stay in there this time. Do any of you guys listen to podcasts aside from the Simple Electronics podcast? Been listening to the H3H3 podcast, and that thing is pretty funny, I think. Pretty cool too. Okay. That should be good. All right, so that's done. Now, on the bottom here, I've got enabled, actually my notepad. Okay, so at the bottom here, we've got 3 terminals. One is, I believe, unlabeled. Maybe it is labeled. Oh, 12 volts. Okay. And this is going to recover. Oh, you guys got me now? I think you guys got me now. So that did not last long. That's a 48-minute stream. Yeah, there we go. 5.5. I now know what 5.5 means due to earlier in the stream. Okay, yeah, so those batteries don't last very long. Good to know. I think my first project will be to hook up a massive lithium cell to that. Okay, so we've got 12 volt, ground, 5 volt. I think that's an out. We'll have to see. Hey, how's it going, Def Bomb? Wow, Scott's here. Look at all the celebrities in here. This is insane. Actually, I am the keeper of the batteries for Vero. Every time her mouse dies, it's always like, hey, where are the batteries? All right. So, yeah, we've got 12 volts ground and 5 volts here. Then we've got enable A, which seems to be tied to positive, because it does have a jumper. For the Australians out there, I don't mean a sweater. So right there. Jumper here, that's A and that's B. So that one seems to be tied to positive, that one seems to be tied to positive. I've got my motor output on the B side, so I figure if I just give these two like pulses, maybe the motor will turn. We will see. Ran down the stairs, it was dangerous, put my life on the line. Yeah. Vero has a story about two stories about falling down the stairs that I know of, And no, I didn't push her down the stairs because I know you guys are probably going to take her side. I wasn't even home when the second one happened, and I didn't even know her when the first one happened. So there. This PCB clamp here, kindly sent in by a generous patron. So is the mic, actually. I don't know if I named the patron, but yep, I really appreciate it. How are we gonna have this here? I can't have this here on metal. Batteries, but I make her keep track where they are. Oh, that's funny. I did not leave anything on the stairs. What's funny is that Vero is extremely good at doing very difficult things, but sometimes can be hilariously bad at doing easy stuff. So that's her traits there. Okay, get that here. I need a little flag on this so you guys can see it spin. It's a bit dark, huh? Oh well. Okay. There we go. This will be a little flag, so if it spins, you'll be able to see it go. Now I need a couple lengths of wire, actually preferably DuPont. So we're going to do some DuPont here. Also, I'm really sorry if this makes a high frequency whine, but I got to plug in my power supply. There we go. Oh yeah, it's definitely making a high frequency whine. You guys probably can't hear it, but I definitely can. And I'm going to need something to plug in. So I believe this thing has a 5-volt regulator on board. So I'm going to try to take that 5-volt regulator and take the 5-volt off of it. Yeah, it is a throwaway battery. It's a dollar store, best quality AA that you could possibly buy 5 for $1.04. All right, I'm gonna plug in here. I'm gonna plug in here. Set the voltage. VSet 12. Enter. Going to set a current limit of probably like 2 amps. I don't think I'll be pushing more than that. Okay, following my legend here. Yeah, they're a carbon pile. They're not a carbon zinc, non-alkaline. But even if an alkaline squeezes another hour, it's not enough. I'm going to have to figure something out there. All right, 12 volt in is over here. 12 volt here. This is awkward as heck. And by the way, since I'll have far less time, I'll be far less at work. If you guys have video suggestions, I do have rechargeables. I just didn't have any. Well, I'm not sure which ones are charged. And honestly, they're scattered all around the house because I keep using them for other stuff. But yeah, if you guys have video ideas, I know some of my patrons have sent me some video ideas. Stuff you'd like for me to tackle. I'm all ears. I'm listening to you. Okay, so this 12 volts and ground. I still need to power this. And I need to link the grounds. That's a little bit of a pain in the butt. So, how am I going to do this? I need a wire here and a wire there. I guess I could try to find a long DuPont. Here's a DuPont. So this will be good for the 5 volt. Need it in, actually need male to female. This will be good for the ground. No, still need a male to female. Male to male, female to female, female to female. Run 120 mains. Yeah, but Scott, you're doing great on videos. I haven't even seen your latest one there. I haven't watched it yet. I will, though. Okay, here's some. Here's a male to female. Need one more. I've got so much Arduino stuff too. I could actually just build projects for till the end of time, but the thing is, I am terrible at coding. So that is one of the negatives there. So I have the parts to make all sorts of cool projects, just not the know-how. Yeah, I'm not sure what voltage the mic cuts off. I was supposed to make a video sort of celebrating this microphone, but I have not done that yet. What if I do? Nope. Ah, dang it. See, this is the thing. I get going with ideas, and then I don't find the freaking parts I need. Okay, just going to use this. Doesn't matter what's going on here. Red is VCC, blue is ground, like so. And then yellow is VCC, orange is ground, like so. Get in there. I renamed my channel, bought a website so my wife could do YouTube videos and projects with me, and she just erases all your videos. Why? Did you do anything wrong in the videos? My wife wouldn't do that. My wife's got her own bustling YouTube channel. Okay, yellow, I believe, is power. Yep. I don't have any reverse polarity protection because I designed the board. So there's that. And ground. I'm sure this is safe. I hope you guys that are listening to the podcast are actually going to the people's channels and subscribing, huh? Because that makes a big difference to someone that's trying to make YouTube work. Okay, and now I think I just need 2 channels. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hook up green to B. We're really close to a demo here. I know you guys are tuning out, dropping like flies. Sorry, good at formatting cards. Checking out the cat with the Wi-Fi cam. Played a bit with wireless mic. It was sent to review, but the rechargeable batteries. Charges the USB-C. Need to make the video yet. Yeah. No USB output of OBS for OBS. So I bought a mixer, so that's not a big deal for me, at least the output. So this, and then this guy. There we go. Okay, so let's see if anything blows up. Am I in shot? I'm not in shot. Need to be in shot just in case it does blow up. Okay, so let's just see if this functions. Contact. Oh, this one's screwed. Okay, so the board is powered. So you can see that's a... That's not... Why is that not... Okay, that looked white, but it's red. And that's green. Okay, so that's good. We're going to put 470 ohm resistor in line. We're going to pull these down, actually, now that I think about it. Going to make sure it doesn't pull up by accident. So these are pull downs. Build over bot. Need someone to kill the power when he electrocutes himself. Yeah, she could do that. Hey, Bit Looney, look at you. No cheese. Cheese is expensive here in Canada, man. Lay off. Actually, it's not that expensive. Well, it's pretty expensive. I'm actually looking for fondue cheese. I don't really know where to find it. Okay, so right now, these are pulled low, so there should be no issues. All right, and let's see what happens if we push them high. Oh, you didn't see that, but it's actually spinning. The little flag I put so you guys can see. Okay, there we go. I put a little flag on, but you guys couldn't see it because it didn't stick. That's what happens when it's electrical tape that's probably about 4 years old. Now I'm going to put this clear tape, which is even clearer. Here we go. Oh man, that's way too fast. Can you guys see that spin? I don't think so. Zers has it. Zers. We don't have any Zers here. Zers. Fondue cheese online. I'm not sure. Does it have to be like refrigerated? I would sure hope so. Okay, I feel like I need to drop the speed on this. It's a little bit vicious. This is, I think it's a 24 volt motor because it's from a printer. Not a 3D kind, just the boring 2D kind. Alright, so if we give, this basically be giving channel 3 a high. It's spinning alright. There we go, you guys can see that. And then that's going, geez, this thing stops on a dime. Looks like it's going counterclockwise. Let's give channel 4 a high. That's going clockwise. It came in a cooled box, very wasteful. Oh, Loblaws. Yeah, I think Loblaws would be doable. They're kind of a higher end. This is hilarious. So yeah, this is what I built this box for. So we can look at what's happening when you give microcontroller signals. This is just, it just pretends to be the microcontroller. And so we can explain the behavior. Instead of going low, high, low, high, low, high on a micro, you can just explain it with this. So that's kind of supposed to be a teaching tool. Yeah, me too. The switches are awesome. That's low. Low does nothing. Low does nothing because we're pulling low. Now the interesting thing is I can actually pull up with these the way I designed it. So it's on at all times until you hit low. So, if you just want your output to be on all the time until you hit like a limit switch or something, you can easily do it like that. But usually it's smarter to pull low. And so if you're pulling low, then it has to be a purposeful high to make it move. How did you get the tick? Yeah, 100K. 100K, wait, isn't Eric, aren't you like 60K? The Make Me Lab? I know I totally said it wrong. Fudged it on the podcast there. Make Me Lab. Because I think Eric is verified. Yeah, 60K. So I don't think you need 100K. I can also do channel memberships now. I might just have to enable them, but not like anybody's going to join. Now, what's going to happen if I put 2 highs in here? Oh, it stops. Look at that. Neat. Huh. Less than 1K. Jeez. Yeah, this is a smart chip. This motor is now pulling, don't know if you can hear me, I can definitely see my mixer is going nuts here. This motor is pulling 2.5 watts here at 12 volts. It's not bad. There we go. So that's how that works. You can actually have stepper motors work on this, but just it's either you got 2 traditional brushed motors or 1 stepper motor, and you just have to adjust the way you activate these things. Yeah, I want a freaking check mark. It is. Yeah, it has to be. It's a dual. I think it's a dual full bridge, in fact, because I think it needs a full bridge to do forward and reverse, which it does. But you also have this other side here, which you can hook up a stepper motor to, which we can also do because I happen to have stepper motors. I have one that's off. It's not on a. It just has loose wires too. So this is actually a video concept I was working on for a little bit there, and I just didn't get around to do it. And so now I can polish it up, make this into a video. Not like anybody's watching the live stream. Just us losers that are here. Okay, so now the only thing is I don't know which coils are which here, but I'm assuming the 2 that are next to each other are going to be paired. Thankfully I've got a benchtop multimeter now. So I always know where my test leads are. Let's see. Red, green. Red, green. Oh well. Oh no. Yeah, 6 meg. That's not good. All right, red, blue. Uh-oh. I missed some of the messages. Audio. A few of these drivers at home. Full bridge. How's it going, cable tie? Trying to keep up with the messages here. Red, blue. Nope. You guys can't even see the test results because it's on the benchtop meter. Okay, are none of these connected? This doesn't make any sense. So, blue, green. Wait, let's do the fast updating. Time to stream this weekend. If I can figure out what to do live. Running out of projects. Well, look, I kind of started without knowing what I'm doing, so take that as inspiration. Maybe not as best practices, but inspiration nonetheless. All I'm getting is my skin resistance. I'm getting 6 megs. Oh, here we go. Okay. So red and blue are the same channel. And this sure is awkward. I wish I had my little screwdriver. I don't know where it is though. Try to find new broken test gear. Yeah, for a live stream though, I think I'm not sure. Not sure if you can find a piece. You know what you should do, Scott? You should just break a piece of test gear and then fix it on stream. Just, you know, pretend you don't know how to for a good hour or two. Once you get all those super chats, and then you fix it miraculously. You find the problem. Oh, look, it's this capacitor with the solder wicked out of the leg, and then it works. You look like a hero. Everybody's happy. How about that? A few times a week, getting harder and harder to find stuff. Yeah, it's because you bought them all, Scott. Oscilloscopes were harmed in, yeah. Oh yeah, fuse. That would be cheating though. Fuse is too easy. If you don't check the fuses at first, are you really a diagnostician? Thou shalt check voltages. It's 10:51 a.m. No, it is 8:52 p.m. here in Kanakistan, at least, in Ontario. I know at least one person here is in the same time zone. All right, let's see. Don't know if this will hold. I can always hope. Okay. Now I need to fashion up 2 more wires for here though. Here, big and orange wire. Probably use female to female, because I have males to males. Kanakistan. Yeah, Kanakistan. I think AVE coined that term. He hasn't posted any videos in a little bit. He was posting some updates on some tractor stuff or some generator stuff or some stuff like that, but haven't seen him in a bit. This Hoosier land. Hoosier, that's Wisconsin? Illinois? I don't remember. Jamie from the Mythbusters was a Hoosier, wasn't he? Hook turn rules when driving the city around the tram lines. Ah, Indiana. Okay. How's COVID in your parts, everyone? Hopefully everybody is good and healthy. Vaccinated, hopefully, if medically possible. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to pull these down too. Pull down, pull down. Make sure we've got the 470 ohm resistors on. I'm going to put a piece of tape, the shitty electrical tape, on here. How's it going, Liad Weinberger? You know, I have a analog scope, and since I bought the digital scope, I really don't like the analog scope. It's not great. Okay. So, let's see. Hopefully no explosions. Nope. Okay. So there is a sequence here. I think you gotta go. Wait, how much? Ooh, 2 amps. That's way too much. Jesus, this thing's gonna heat up, no? Let's. Oh, it's 2 amps because I'm limited to 2 amps. That's not good. that's a ridiculous amount of current. Okay, let's limit it to 1 amp. Okay. So I think there's a sequence. Let's see, like that, then like that, then like that. Oh, this is going to be hard because there is, oh, this one's screwed up. Dang it. Okay, let's move it along. Pull down. So first stepper motors, they definitely have a sequence they need to follow. So you have to power up the coils, and then you should be able to power them in reverse. Doesn't help that I'm not in order here, but here, let's try. So 1, and then 2, that went backwards, forward, there we go. Then flip this, yep, like this, and then flip this like this, and then flip, and flip, and flip, and flip. There we go. And it should be making its way across. There we go. And that is how your Arduino controls your stepper motor. There we go. It's a 2-phase stepper. It is just a typical Chinesium stepper motor. We'll try to up the current a little bit. No, actually, that just increases hold power. Because, yeah, right now, I don't have too much hold power, but it's one of these skinny ones. The very thin ones. It's supposed to be for the direct drive extruder on my new 3D printer. Absolutely. Video done. Yeah, faster. Let's try. Go to flip 1. It's not easy. I'm stuck in low. There we go. Yeah, it's really not easy to get into a rhythm. Repeat for complete revolution. I could probably even, because if I make a dual pole, like these are dual pole switches, but if I just put one of these inputs here, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now I'm just switching sort of high, 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 high. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. This is kind of like a 4-cylinder ignition pattern. 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Actually, no, it wouldn't be that. It would be 1, 1, 3, 4, 2. It would be not the same. But anyways, regardless. So all I'm doing is switching highs on these guys. But if I connected one dual pole switch to 1 and 2 and one dual pole switch to 3 and 4, so that one direction would be high on one, the other one would be high on the other, you could just flip them back and forth like this. So yeah, looks like my work will make us get all jabbed. Around 500 city employees. Yeah, that makes sense. That really does make sense. Pfizer doesn't prevent infection all that well, but does seem to protect from major illness. Yeah, you can't stop infection through a vaccine. I mean, I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me, but all the vaccine does is make sure it can't breed for a very long time inside of you. It gets destroyed before that point. And so, yeah, infection can't be prevented by a vaccine, but the effects of an infection can be reduced. Yeah, I don't want anybody to get sick. That would be The ideal would be not to get sick, but I think we have to, I don't know, us in North America at least, we'll probably have to face a reality that it's probably just going to have to happen. To AstraZeneca here, superpowers inbound. That must be because of your age, Eric, because AstraZeneca was being given to older folks. 5G upgrade. I'll tell you, my cell reception has not been any better. So, yeah, the increased reception wasn't really true for me, but I mean, hey, I hope it's true for you. 5G upgrade. Yeah, to AstraZeneca. I am personally, I think it was Pfizer for my first one, Moderna second, or vice versa, one of the two. I have a mixed dose, but people are afraid that that's going to mean no international travel for you, but the way I saw it is that my vaccination certificate just says my last one and 2 valid doses given, so there's that. Zombies, I'm not sure. Some of us might be underwater, like Mako, unfortunately, which the Netherlands are mostly underwater already. But I mean, eventually the water will be up high enough that the weirs won't hold it anymore. People in Florida, like another maker, he's probably doomed as well because the rising waters. I don't know about 10 years, but you know, sometime. Definitely it'll take some time. All right, Scott, enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. All right, so this video has been fleshed out. What do we do now? I don't really have anything I can blow up. Really would like something to blow up, but I don't have anything. Not anything I'd want to blow out, at least. Tried printing one of these too. If anybody recognizes this this model. This one turns out not going to work for me. So mystery as it is, you guys won't see this. I am designing my own. Oh, LED. Actually, I'm really glad you said that, Steve, because some people were commenting on my Piranha LED video that I didn't put enough current through the Piranhas, and that's why they weren't as bright as people thought. But I ran them at the specified voltage that the Piranhas need. So that means the Piranhas couldn't pull any more voltage or any more current. So I think I did the test right, but what we can do is we can push a Piranha LED until it burns. It was not part of a Wankel engine motor. Does that have anything to do with motors? Well, it has something to do with motors, actually. But it's not a Wankel. It was actually a... I'm trying to increase video production, so it's a turntable. It's supposed to be a, you know, motor-operated turntable for some videography, but yeah. Now with the school contracts not coming to fruition, I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna have to do it with the parts I have here. I can't really order any parts. Like so, and like so, like so. If I could show you just like over that way, my bench is a mess. Well, that's simple. Gore and Obama bought oceanfront property because they know it's not a problem in the next 10 years or 20 years, but more and more it will become a problem. That's the weird thing about politics, right? Having such short terms, it makes it really hard to focus on everlasting change, right? You only have, here in Canada, you could have more than American terms, but even so, you could be voted out at any time. So why would you want to make policies that'll come to fruition in, you know, 30 years, even though it's the best for your population, when you'll never get the credit? So it's kind of a shitty part about politics. Oh, we can burn one of these guys up too. I'm not sure how many watts these guys are. Looks like it's a 1 or a 3 watt. And plus, I mean, if you have oceanfront property now, if a hurricane comes through, you're insured. But the deal is that with the prevalence of hurricanes blowing down your house, the insurance will skyrocket. And I mean, if you're wealthy, it doesn't matter. You can pay for the insurance anyways. Okay. So, my little read-in RD6018 here. Awesome little power supply. Sent to me by banggood.com. Some of you guys, what camera I use? I use, this one here is a Logitech C920. But the one you regularly use for filming is this one here. This is a Nikon D3300. I'm just about to see it right there. D3300. Use a 18 to 55 millimeter, just the kit lens. I want to upgrade the lens, but really I need to upgrade the camera. So that, and I have, this is mounted up above the bench. This is a piece of wood, and I've got a 2x4 just up there, which this screws onto. You can see where the washer was. And I have the little mic. This is a Purple Panda lav mic sitting on a little bracket I made out of wire right here, and that goes into the mic, and that's it. So I can access my SD card in there, and I can access my battery from here. There we go, and it's just held on by the tripod mount, 1/4-20. You're looking for course recommendations on Twitter. Do you know about Pact Publishing a free box of the day? No, I did not know about that. Looking forward to the sea rising. Figure out another decade of oceanfront property. Yeah. No, someone on Twitter recommended, what's the person's name? The person who like basically created C++. Give me a second here. Straustrup? Stroustrup. S-T-R-O-U-S-T-R-U-P. S-T-R-U-S-T-R-U-P. This guy here. Stroustrup. This guy created, Bjarne Stroustrup. Bjarne, something like that. Anyways, this person created C++, or at least the current implementation. I'm not actually clear on that. And that was recommended to me, and the book is awesome. So I'm working through it. I'm working on chapter 3 problems right now. So yeah, I would highly recommend that to anybody who is looking to learn C++. It's interesting. Right now I'm just making little console programs, but eventually it will go to a point where I can make some Arduino type things. I think they are Danish. I think the person is Danish. Okay, so this guy, I think it's a 3 volt or 3.5 volt LED. We're going to set the current limit to, I don't know, 10 amps. Whoop, that's 100 amps. Set error. I set 10 amps. Enter. We're going to start at VSET 3.5. Enter. And turn this on. So already this is bright. This is a 1 point. Here, I'm going to flip it upside down. This is at 1.29 watts to 1.3 watts. And we're going to go up. He was working at Bell when he created C++. Oh yeah, interesting. Everyone knows who this is. I had no idea. Okay, how do I change the voltage now? V-set. V-set. Okay. There's 4.5 volts, and we are now at 5.7 watts, 1.28 amps. And this thing is hella bright. I put it on a white thing so you can't see it. But that is bright. All right, let's go 5.5. Whoa, 11 watts, 12 watts. I think it's losing brightness now. It's becoming blue. It's smelling very hot. There is smoke coming out of it. It is smoking. I don't know if you can see the smoke. Maybe if I flip the light, you'll be able to see the smoke through the light. It's down to 8 watts. Oh, the solder melted. Oh no. This is gonna, oh, it's melting. Oh. Here we go. There's the, oh, the solder is still molten. And there's the heat sink. I don't think that's very good for my rubber mat here. That is one way to desolder an LED. There we go. Well, I mean, isn't that a safe design though? Because if it gets too hot, it just desolders itself. Oh God, that was great. I think the mat's okay. A little bit of embedded solder in there. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. That's pretty good. Yeah, electromechanical fuse. Exactly. Okay, that was fun. Now, for my for the Piranha test, we're going to drop the voltage back down. Let's go 2.5. We'll see if we let it go up a little bit slower. So those LEDs, I mean, this is a good test because you could make short pulses at 12 watts on this. It's a 1 or 3 watt LED. Neat. Okay, so let's see. This is the Piranha now at 2.5 volts. 2.5 volts. It is not turning on. Oh, it is turning on. It's very, very dim. How's it going, Junk? I know you wanted an explosion, but I mean, I think melting the solder off of a board is pretty good. Okay, 2.5 volts, not enough. V-set. Let's go up. 2.6. Starting to light up. See that? Up. 2.7, 2.8. 3 volts. I got no amps. Why do I have no current? Oh, I have 10 milliamps now. 3.5 volts. All right, let's keep going up. 3.9 volts. And we're at 0.03 watts. 4 volts. 0.16. Go up. 4.5 volts. It's not much brighter. You see, that's what I mean. The brightness kind of dropped off a cliff. We're running 100 milliamps through this now, half a watt. Tinkercad, looking for some background noise. Nice. Well, we're just heating stuff up. 5 volts, so 150 milliamps now. But again, it's no brighter. it's like negligible brightness. So like, sure, there's that point, like 3/4 of a watt, but why would you run it up there? Let's go up to 1 watt. There's 1 watt. So at 5.7 volts now, to try to get the 1 watt out of this. And like, it's getting dimmer now. 160 milliamps. Go to 3 watts. Well, I'm heading up there. There, 6.2 is stuck at 1. It's stuck at 1 watt. It's gonna fail. 0.3 watts. 0.4. It's already failed. It's going dimmer and dimmer. It's getting hotter and hotter. This is junk. People were wrong. You see what I mean? Are using all 3 colors. It's Piranha. It's only a single color. It's just has 4 legs on it. Has 4 legs. But if you look at the metal work on the inside, the legs are in parallel. So people who told me it needs a lot more current, that would require a lot more voltage, and it just kills it. Like, this is I mean, they're just wrong. They're just wrong. Yeah, they do make RGB versions. This is very true. This is just the white though. So you see, man, commenters. Yeah, well, it's acting like a diode. Basically, the more voltage you put in, the hotter it'll get. It'll start resisting. Start increasing its resistance. Like, it goes up, like it has an exponential current curve, but at a certain point, it physically cannot pass any more current. It gets hot, resistance increases, and wattage goes down, and then it gets really hot. So it's like, yeah, commenters. They do not have an integrated resistor at all. This is I'm just running it voltage limited, which is pretty much what LEDs can be controlled by. You can use a constant voltage to control them, even though a constant current is better. But I mean, it's the same thing. If you look at a diode curve, as you increase the voltage, the current increases like exponentially. Yeah, commenters, most of them are good, but the bad ones are like really bad. So like a bunch of them berated me on the 01 benchtop multimeter review, and it's like, what do you want, man? I love the thing. The thing is awesome. It has a few shortcomings, but to me, those shortcomings are not deal breakers in any way. And so I said I liked it, and people lost their frickin' minds. You did your part to answer the... yeah, I mean, I'm trying. It just is what it is. All right, what else should we do? This cooled down? Yeah, that's cooled down. That's pretty neat. Now you can see the inside of this. I wonder if this thing will still light. Let's see. Is there a positive here somewhere? Yeah, we're just gonna have to try. Oh, my probes got hot too. All right, how many volts here? We'll go, yeah, sure. Oh yeah, it still lights. Look at that. It survived. Here it is at 12 watts again. Oh, it's smoking again. Well, I think it's just gonna melt my probes though. The bad things are that the display doesn't update very fast, and when it does update very fast, it tends to jitter. It's like it doesn't hold a stable. You have to press the average if you want like the more stable value. I think that's the only thing I didn't like, really. The cord comes out in the back, so you can't lay it flat on your bench, but it is a bench top meter. Not I mean, there's only a few of us people that shoot straight up like this, so that's only a problem for me. But I have it actually up here, zip tied to a 2x4. So I mean, it works for me. It just doesn't look good on camera, and the screen is slightly dim, but again, mostly on camera. In person, it looks fine. It looks very fine. Here's the link. Today's day is security and DevOps. They have Arduino and other programming electronic books. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'm not sure if you're allowed to post a link. Let me just give you mod for a moment here. Add moderator. I think BitLooney should be a mod as well. Add moderator. There you go. BitLooney, feel free to link cheese if you need to. So yeah, anyways, I really like that benchtop meter. It's become my go-to meter, even though I find the Kaiweets is a very good meter. The thing is, the Kaiweets isn't always in the same spot. The Kaiweets, like, I bring it everywhere. So like at this moment, I can tell you, I don't know where the Kaiweets is, but I do know where the O1 is. It's right there, you know, zip tied to the ceiling, basically, to the upper rail. So I mean, oh, here it is. There's the Kaiweets. So honestly, when I say I love this multimeter, I truly do. And I've been using the crap out of it, and it's still just as accurate as it always was. Like, you guys don't get it, man. Cheap Chinese stuff has come a long way. In fact, the Kaiweets isn't all that cheap either. So let's see here. Go volts. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see that. No, not volts. I want ohms. Or as my old trade professor used to say, ohms, for fuck's sakes. There you go. So I didn't warm up anything, but there, 10.0 ohms. So 100.1. This should be a 0.01 resistance, but look at the leads, right? 1K, look at that, 1.000, 10K, 10.00, 100K, 100.0, like, you can't make this thing up. Yeah, the BM235 and 786 is a nice way to move up from this, right? Like, obviously, if I got really serious about producing stuff for other people, I'd be looking into either a Fluke or one of those Brymans or something like that. But man, for use here as a hobbyist, spending $250 on multimeters, one being a bench and one being this, you know, $250 gives you two multimeters. I would probably skip the bench if I'm starting. I would just go with this one. But I mean, it just is what it is. Using a Unity one. Yeah, you know what? I love Unity. In fact, I have a new Unity toy that I need to review. But the problem is, so those comments, they get me second guessing my reviews. And honestly, the benchtop multimeter is super easy to review. This thing here, however, this is a different beast. Because this thing is an LCR meter, and an LCR meter, it requires a little bit of theory on how, you know, LCR meters work. That's a thing. So I'll be learning about the process of, you know, why an LCR is useful and stuff like that. I have to know all this stuff well enough to say it in a video, and then the commenters are going to tear me down. But yeah, this thing is a next level tool from the Kaiweets, for example. This is more in the direction of a pro tool. This is kind of expensive. It's over $200, I think. And it's a specialty tool. And honestly, like, there is zero flex in this thing. This thing is made extremely well. Like, it's solid. It feels like I could drop this off a ladder. And it's like feature rich. I really love these things, but again, I want to make sure I shield myself from the commenters. Bit loony. Yeah, broken fuses. Yeah, you can make yourself a fuse. Like, you can make yourself fused leads. Make custom leads with 4mm bananas, and then just put, you know, an automotive fuse in line. So you just replace these cheap fuses. They're not great for line voltage. Like, I wouldn't. They're only good up to 24 volts. It says 32 volts. But yeah, this will blow before your other one, so that's good. Other than that, if you do a lot of line voltage stuff, yeah, you just gotta buy yourself some fuses. DefPalm Unity brand can be hit and miss. Some products are junk, some are very good. I haven't hit it was as good as the DUR DE5000. I haven't hit a bad Unity product yet, though. So yeah, I have the UT210E that I use at work, which Unity reached out to me and they said that they liked my original video and they want to send me the pro version of that clamp meter, and then they never did. I was going to do a side-by-side. Have a fuse by putting a fat wire through it. Yeah, no, don't do that. So, you know, these are the things. I have a huge list of videos I need to do, but I have not done yet. And you know, motivation's been hard lately, as I've been saying, so that's why I got the live stream going today. 210E, I have two. Yeah, I love the 210E. 210E is a great, it's in my car right now because I need it here and I need it at work, so I keep it in the car, so I have it both places. I also love this little thing. For you beginners out there, the AN8008, if you get this on sale, they're great. Look, they have a, for the size, they have a massive display. They have pretty much all the functions you would want. It's just small. See if you compare it to my hand. It's tiny. But I got this bad boy on sale on Amazon, $18. That was a great deal for that. So yeah, I think I'm heading towards the end of the stream now. There any questions I can answer for you fine folks, people who are tuned in? Good screen and nice backlight. For which one, Steve? The AN8008? There's the backlight performance. I don't think I put this one through the gauntlet yet. Yeah, you see, Amazon is different here in Norte America, especially in Canada. Shipping from anywhere is a fortune, and Amazon is not. So they've pretty much cornered the market here because you know, you buy this for 18 bucks and you get it shipped next day for free. It's crazy. AC True RMS. Yeah, I know. You see, that's the deal. I don't think I would use these, you know, in you know, on live voltage that's up in the 300s. Like, probably 240 is even going to be pushing it, but they're great. These things are absolutely fantastic. And so I've got a generation of apprentices every year, and I tell them, yeah, the snap-on meter is nice, right? This guy here, tell them, yeah, snap-on is nice. This thing, you know, it's okay, but I'll tell you, this snap-on meter is broken, and it has far less hours of use than this Enig. So, you know, it is what it is. This guy here, I'm pretty sure it's broken. I think it was in current. No, I don't remember. Some part of it is broken. But here, before we go, let's do a quick resistance test. I don't know where the actual leads are for it, but I'll grab a pair of leads from here. Oh, like even the jacks are loose. Terrible. This thing from Snap-on costs a fortune too. All right, here goes. 200 ohms. So this is supposed to be 10 ohms here. Garbage. Hold on, I'm gonna give it the Kaiwitz leads. But it can't be worn, man, this thing has like 15 hours of use on it. I'll give it the Kaiwitz leads because they're awesome leads. But like, it's upsetting how junk this thing is. $123. Look at that. 112 ohms. Just the wires. Like, look at this junk. So like, yeah, this thing is done for. And then 2K. So we got 100 ohms. Oh, that's reading 100. So it's reading high. Actually, it's not too bad. What happened now? Yeah, it's just, you see, it's unreliable. So when you buy a tool, and now we get 96. You see what I mean? Like, you can't use this to diagnose a car if you can't trust what's coming out of it. We're getting like 4 different results every time. Classic Snap-on overpriced junk. Yeah, I agree. I could send it to you, but honestly, I think 99.5. $102, like, yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, I can take this apart and clean it. Well, now, yeah, probably it's low now. It has been in there for a while. But like, I can take this apart and clean it. But honestly, 15 hours of use on this thing, maybe 20 hours at max. And the thing is junk. And this is $150 off the tool truck. Whereas this thing here has almost that many hours, and it's super accurate, works every time. And this is like $36. 36 bucks. Come on, man. This is unacceptable. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Snap-on, and I have to put it through the gauntlet at some point, but it's disappointing. You know, it just sucks. And I agree with you, Tron. The cheap Harbor Freight one is perfectly fine. I have one somewhere, and I actually put it through the gauntlet, and it wasn't too bad. I don't bin stuff like this, Liad, because this is a teaching moment for people who think Snap-on is the end-all be-all, and also I use it to prove a point. So I already wasted my money on it. Might as well keep it around as a learning experience for others. It is what it is. Honestly, I could have got the Fluke 101 for cheaper than this, and it would have been way better. But anyways, I think that's it for me, unless there's some questions to answer. I thank you so much for joining the stream. The case cracks. This one actually has a rubber baby buggy bumper somewhere. I took it off. Can never see spending a fortune for tools. As long as they do the job, cheaper is fine. I agree. I agree. A lot of professionals in my profession have Snap-on tools, but I have a lot of my tools are still Princess Auto, which would be Harbor Freight, because I bought them, and if I broke them too many times, I would replace them with high quality. Well, some of them haven't broken. I've shown junk from work my 19mm socket, which is a Harbor Freight Princess Auto socket. That thing is 16 or 17 years old now, and the 19mm I use for every single lug nut except for the heavier stuff on every single car. So yeah. All right, have a good evening, folks. Hopefully I see you guys on the channel, and hopefully I'll get some video done for you folks. Those of you that are on Patreon, probably tonight or tomorrow I will shoot a short video about the progress on the 3D printer. It's pretty impressive. I also have a board to fix. Maybe I should have done that, but oh well, it is what it is. All right, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming by.